The Z Fold 6 is here, and I had some surprising information about it on how it's actually cheaper than you think. I know, not to insult people's wallet or your eyeballs. $1,899 is very expensive. That's why it's important if you get one, you want to get the $1,200 trading credit. I have a link in the description. You can get an extra. You get $100 Samsung credit towards accessories and things like that. So affiliate link, check that out. But I was doing some math. And I was on Twitter, or X, as I do. I hang out there. If you don't follow me there, my Twitter handle is Adam J. Matlock, if you want to find out about food and things I complain about. But yes, somebody was talking about how the price has gone up, and it's approaching what the original Z Fold price was, which was like $1,980. And this was back in 2019. And we all know, or if you don't know, I'll tell you, the price of everything has gone up. Inflation, cost of living, all that stuff. So the first one was like $1,980. Effectively, it was 2,000 bucks. That was in 2019 dollars. So you would think, okay, we went from 1980 down to 1799. Now we're back up to 1899. But how much is that actually worth? I mean, it's worth, of course, $1,899. But me being the inquisitive person I am, I was like, well, I wonder how much it is adjusted for inflation. Like, has the phone kept up with inflation? Has it gone above inflation, or is it actually cheaper? And if you take a look at it, because I went to this, oh, sorry, it's way too bright. I went to this inflation calculator, so it'll tell you what the value was at that point in time. So I plugged in 2019, the year. I put in $1,980, adjusted for inflation, 2024. Guess how much? $2,432. So if you look back at 2019, the phone is actually $500 more expensive than what we're paying now. Like, that's outrageous to me. That's crazy, because you would think that, okay, the price went up, that means that Samsung's making more money. But in all actuality, if you look at it on a dollar by dollar basis, even though, yes, it was $1,980 back then, looking at it now, if you look at the prices, you would think the price of the Z Fold would actually go up. Like, if it was adjusted for inflation and Samsung was raising prices, then it would be $2,400. Or actually, it would be a little less than $2,400, because $1,899 versus $1,980, $100 price difference. It would be like $2,300. But instead, Samsung has actually found ways to make it cheaper. And a lot of ways that happens is because they mass produce these things. They've gotten better at making the technology. It's not as expensive in some ways to do that stuff. So I just wanted to share that little tidbit. Yes, I know, $1,899 is still a lot of money, especially in today's day and age, because everything's more expensive. I mean, shoot, I posted in the other video, it cost me almost 20 bucks to eat at Raising Cane's here while I was in New York City. Or you want to get a bottle of water here, it's like $4, or if you want to go some other places, an average meal is like $15 to $20 instead of like the $10 it used to be. So everything has gone up, but the price of the phones haven't. And you look at that, the same thing with like the iPhone, it's still the iPhone 15 Pro is still $999. It's been $999 for a long time. If they actually price adjusted it for inflation compared to what it was 4 years ago, it'd be like $1,400, $1,300. So yes, I get it. It is very expensive. And I'm not trying to compel you to buy one. This was just intriguing. I was looking at this. I'm not really a numbers person, but I'm a data person, right? I like data. And I was eating dinner with a friend of mine, and I was like, you know what? I did this earlier. I want to talk about this because a lot of people are like, oh, it's more expensive. Samsung keeps raising prices. When in all actuality, if they kept up with inflation, they would have raised this like $500 by now. And we'd be paying like $2,300, $2,400 for a Fold, but nobody would buy that. Even if it's just like a mental psychology thing, you see something at $1,899, $1,799, why would you buy that at $2,300? Even though that's what the price adjusted cost would be from 5 years ago. So really kind of interesting, but also, yeah, if you want to buy one, you definitely want to take advantage of the deals. And like I said, I've got a link in the description where you can get a free $100 Samsung credit. You can use that towards case. You can use it towards a charging adapter. I mean, all those things that don't come in the box. You would think they would throw in an S Pen at this point, but they don't. You have to pay for it, and it comes with the S Pen case, which is like 50, 60 bucks. So if you get a $100 Samsung credit, you can use that and get the case with the S Pen, which if you have a Z Fold and you don't have an S Pen, I think you're crazy, because you're just missing out on so many different things that you can do with it. I love the S Pen. I love the Z Fold. And that's important. And then you can get a charger, because a lot of people are like, oh, it's a $2,000 phone, it should come with a charger. Well, Samsung's kind of offset that. Instead of giving everybody an 18-watt charger, if you can get $50 credit for the reserve your pre-order like a lot of people did, or if you take advantage of this and you get the $100 credit, you can get a charger, you can get a case. So it's actually kind of works out. So you get that, plus they do the double your storage upgrade. So if you buy the 256, you get the 512. If you buy the 512, you get the 1 TB. And who doesn't want 512 or 1 TB? That's why I always pre-order. I pre-ordered my Z Fold 5, Z Fold 4, Z Fold 3, Z Fold 2, because I like that free storage. 256 with a phone like this is just enough, but 512 is mo better. And I love having that much storage space. 512, you never have to worry about it. You basically never have to worry about it. So there's that. They have the exclusive colors online. If you buy through a carrier, then you get a year free of insurance, which who doesn't want insurance? And what's cool now is they have 7 years of operating system updates, 7 years of security patches. The Z Fold 5, 4 years of operating system updates, 5 years of security patches. And you're probably thinking, how can it last that long? Well, I was sitting in a briefing yesterday, which, I was cool enough to go to the briefing, but they didn't give me a phone. I paid to fly myself up here to New York so I could cover this stuff for y'all. And I got some hands-on time. I sat through a briefing, and they're like, it's rated for 200,000 folds, like open and close. And they adjusted that over the 10 years. That's like, I don't know how many closes and opens it is a day. But anyway, it was a lot. I mean, it was a pretty reasonable amount. So it's rated for 10 years of normal average use. They give you the screen protector. The screen protector is built in. I still have the initial screen protector that's factory installed. Within the first year, if you need a new one, they'll replace it for free. And they have a discount on if you need a screen replacement in the first 2 years, you can do it for $200. So that should allay some concerns. And they're pretty dependable. I mean, I had some issues with the Z Fold 2 where I had like a line that went down the screen in the first year. I got it fixed for free because, of course, it was in the first year. But I think they're pretty good with their warranty. They have the best trade-in stuff. $1,200 of maximum trade-in value. That's for the Z Fold 5. I think that's plenty. You get the Z Fold 6 for $699, but wait, there's more. So I was looking at the stuff. I did a video talking about all the trade-in deals, all the prices, all the carrier stuff. And interesting enough, I think it was $1,000 they give you for a Z Fold 4, which is just insane to me. That phone's basically 2 years old. You get a grand. And then the Z Fold 3, a 3-year-old Z Fold 3, they still give you $900 for. And that's who I think they're targeting. I don't necessarily think a lot of people with the Z Fold 5 need to upgrade. I mean, it's cool, it's lighter, it's thinner, slightly wider, slightly shorter, which is stuff people have been asking for. New ultra-wide camera. Of course, it has 12 gigabytes of RAM. You get the double your storage upgrade, and it has 7 years of support now. So, I mean, there's enough there if you're in it to win it with a foldable phone and you want to keep it for that long. I think you can realize some of the benefits. Plus, it's got the Snapdragon 8 Generation 3. But really, the market they're looking for is the Z Fold 4, Z Fold 3 people, and maybe even Z Fold 2. Because you've had your phone for a while, starting to get age, starting to date a little bit, and really it's not as capable as a lot of this AI stuff. Might not have as much RAM, might not have as much storage. You've been using it for 2 or 3 years now. So the fact that you can get $900 to $1,000 for a 2 or 3 year old Samsung Fold, that's really good. And it resets the clock because you have a new phone, the screen's good to go again, and all that stuff. So yeah, now's the time to buy if you're interested in it. But again, like if you have a Z Fold 5, you probably don't need to. I mean, I don't recommend it. Like I don't. I'm doing it because I make videos for a living and I'm a tech addict. So my job enables my buying behaviors, but I will buy them. I will cover them. I'll make videos for you. But yeah, if you have a Z Fold 5, you probably shouldn't. I mean, if you want to, like YOLO, go for it. I support you. Use the link. We both win. But other than that, it's not going to do you much good. You already get the AI. You already got the Snapdragon 8 Generation 2. That stuff's cool. I mean, it's fine. And of course, the new one has a 2600 nits brightness as well, which is cool as well. So that's all I got for this video. Going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Just kind of a gee whiz moment while I was shoving some breadsticks down my throat while I was at Olive Garden and eating some mozzarella sticks, which their fried mozzarella is so good. Not sponsored by Olive Garden, sponsored by my stomach. Definitely check it out. Their food is, it's expensive. I get it. But I love their salad and I love their breadsticks and I love their fried mozzarella. And it's basically just an excuse. I order an entree because I have to, but that's really the food that I want. Anyway, I'm going to shut up. If you have any questions or comments, please go to the comment section. I'll do my best to get back with you. If you enjoyed this, if you like seeing the hotel room, that's going to be over tomorrow. I'm going home. I've been here in New York the last couple days. I missed the hurricane, been dealing with my family having issues back there. They were without power for a long time. I had to move my flight up to get up here so I could be here to get like the hands-on coverage and all this information so I could share it with you. So whenever I say stuff like, hey, if you use the affiliate link that helps support the channel, yeah, it costs me a lot of money to come up here and that's out of pocket. So that stuff enables me to go to some of these things, buy these things to cover them for y'all, to give you my opinions and stuff because, well, quite frankly, I don't get a lot of stuff sent to me, especially from Samsung. I got to buy it with my wallet. So that's all I've got. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, all that stuff, please go to the comment section. If you enjoy the video, if you like my particular flavor of videos, then hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.